Well, that's it. Summer's about over. It is finally beautiful. I think it is August 20th. I don't know. But by Labor Day, it starts getting chilly here in the mornings and it just spreads on. Blackberries. I didn't want to talk. So I'm heading for what's going to be one of my last rides on this island. I've got about maybe 5 weeks until we move. But, hold on. My visor looks stupid. We have a bunch of trips planned where we're going to be off island, and so I'm not going to be here much longer, and you can feel the nip in the air. The leaves are turning, and it's just it's gorgeous today, but you feel that winter is coming, and this winter is going to be a doozy. And we have been working on packing and getting everything together. We are going to be reasonably rural and off grid, and because of all the geopolitical bullshit, we think that we're better off buying a bunch of stuff now to get us through the winter before prices go up again. And so we're getting all that done and boxing and getting ready to go to our little chalet. I'm very excited for this. And I never thought I would say it, but I might actually miss this island. It's not my favorite of the islands I lived on. It's very crowded, very touristy. It's always just kind of hard to get stuff done around here, and lots of nutty people. So while it's beautiful here, it's just too much. But now that we're leaving, I'm like, oh, there's so many memories. We've been out here. We moved here 4 years ago, I think. And so time to move on. And we're just going to go back to the ranch in Oklahoma. We are not going back to Oklahoma. But where we're going is a secret location that we will never divulge, although everyone seems to know anyways. But we're going to pop off the grid for a year and stay real quiet and do everything from there. And, sorry, retarding this. Woo! Okay, I got to hang out for a bit. I'll go park somewhere in the shade and walk and talk. Why the little hills make me tired, I don't know. I think, I hate using just my front brake. I think I'm going to pull over and walk for a bit so I can talk. Hold on. I'm at the beach and I just don't want to get there too soon. So I thought that I would walk and talk. So our new digs for the winter are likely our last winter or year on the West Coast. We're spicing up the boat and we're selling it. And if it doesn't sell, we're shipping it east. And we're moving east, and not necessarily forever, but we've got stuff that we want to do there. And we're very excited. And we're trying to do all of our base staple shopping, which would be beans and rice, all that fun, boring stuff that you eat, and whatever little canned things we have for the whole year. And I think we've both just had it with the crazy people everywhere. Everyone's so angry. And we counteract that with, we don't know anything. We keep our phones off. It's not our business. There's 8 billion people in the world, and what they're up to, really no concern of mine. We open our eyes, and if we can see it, it's real to us. And if it's not, I question anything that I hear. I'm gonna look around. This is the world I live in. It's by design. Worked very hard to get here. I've been out here in this region for over 20 years. And it's kind of how we've chosen to live, and we've given up, for sure, an easy life. We could have a lot more money if we didn't live here. And so we pay the tax of simple, quiet living, and we feel like it's worth it. And so we're gonna hole up in that little house, and I'm gonna ride 1 million miles on my Neutrino. I have so much exploring to do on this new island, and the other islands that are close to it and accompany it, and the hills and the mountains and the trails. And so I've got lots and lots of plans for the winter, and They all circle around fun. Nothing else will happen. It's very exciting for me. And I kind of, on one hand, I say it can't happen soon enough, but honestly, I'm already doing here what I'm going to do there. And our last month here is very exciting. Got tons and tons and tons of new stuff going on, and the packing and getting rid of stuff. And it just kind of feels good to let go of so much stuff. Okay, I got to ride. What a day. There are no people. Well, there's a couple people. Just gorgeous. It was foggy this morning. This is my third time out here. Thought I would just do a 1-second update on the bike. I'm done. It's completely dialed. There are no more upgrades. It's more or less perfect the way it came. It took me some time to come to that conclusion. And I've changed almost nothing from my stock build. And I've been preparing for some huge mileage when we get to where we're going. I did have one upgrade. I couldn't figure out. I got some little brass caps to put in here, and I don't know how to get these out, and I haven't put that much effort into it. There it is. I'm not even on camera. I think I have to take those bolts out, and with square taper, I just don't like to remove them if I don't have to. And we did the saddle and the stone post and the grips, and got a really cool little cap there. But that's it. Mostly stock build, and that's how it's gonna stay. And I'm visiting a new marina today. There's some nice boats in there. And I actually thought about bringing my boat over to this marina, and then we didn't. And maybe we should have. Gosh, it's just one of those days where there's so much moisture in the air. My poor ukulele is gonna blow its stack. It's too humid, but it's warm, and it's nice, and it's beautiful. And I've got to go home and continue packing. We've run out of time. We've got to stay focused and stay motivated. So we've got to move the boat full of stuff. We're emptying it. Somehow the storage unit that we have, the dinghy, which is somewhere completely else, and all the sailing rig for the dinghy. And then somehow we have an entire house full of boxes. How we went from nothing to everything, I don't know, but it's just too much. Our goal for the next year at least is to buy absolutely nothing, live on what we have. Oh, it's getting bumpy. And continue to reduce for the next big adventure. And for reasons I can't explain, we both kind of want to get back to where we were when we met, which is living out of our bug out bags and just chilling. The world has gotten really complicated. When I say the world, I mean our world. It's too much. Dang, I almost got run over. No, I can't say I wasn't paying attention. I can't pay attention anyways. And this crowded, bushy thing, whatever, just came flying out at me. For some reason, I had visions of the time when a black bear did that. It just appeared from nowhere right in front of me. It got popped in the nose and turned around and ran. But that car wasn't there, and then it was there. Thank God I've got Tax on this bike, because the brakes saved my life. And hills, I gotta go. So my tire upgrade, which I've talked about for quite some time, has been canceled. I bought them, and they arrived there with the Brompton 10-1 G1 for the Brompton G line. They're, I think, 2 inches by 20 inches or 2.1s, I don't know. They were a bit lighter, almost half a pound for both. But I just, for $180 or whatever they cost, I was like, I don't even want to try these. They just didn't look great. They didn't look like they were any faster on road than what I have, and they didn't look like the tread was nearly aggressive enough to keep me happy. I could be wrong. I just haven't found any great reviews either. And I ride on an exact equal mix of, like, right now I'm on dirt and I'm heading into pavement, and it's always going to be that way. It is not much off-road as far as like mountain biking stuff. It's mostly smooth. There's some janky areas that I like to go to. I'm just riding my city bike. That's all it is. I've got my front tire at 28, which seems like the lowest I can go on 20-inch tires without just slowing down. My back's at 30. I've settled there. It's on the maxi holy rollers. So just another of the many upgrades I did not do. I was gonna upgrade my cranks, didn't do that. I am gonna upgrade my wheel set if they ever come in. I'm not holding my breath on that one. Oh Lord, hold on. Crossing roads is incredibly challenging for me. And there's some people on my trail. So I'm gonna be on the pavement for a while. But I just can't see shit. Like, it's almost embarrassing how poorly I see. Oh God, don't hit me, car. I can hear him creeping up behind me. Don't hit me. Oh. Time to walk. I'm done and just wrapping in. My quads are blown. I have to say, it feels so good to be strong again, or stronger. I was literally on death's door for 2 years, and it was a challenge. And I've gotten through it, even on the worst days. If I can go a mile, I will. And last year, 1 mile had me asleep for 3 hours afterwards. My brain just couldn't handle the balance and anything else off center. So I come home and faint, be down half the day. Right now I'm near that plateau, except I've been out pushing it hard. And so I'm okay with that. I've got just close to my house and then survive the stairs, and then I'll be good. And every second, use it wisely. Okay, got a jam.